know, Zeke Black is in the building. Um, I got some mail to read. Some 2 days ago there was a raid, some big arrest in Brooklyn, New York. The 900 gang out of Bed-Stuy. They was putting some pain. Um, I'm gonna read what the news had to say. These young men view this as some sort of sick game. 18 young men and teens busted for Brooklyn murders and Bedford-Stuyvesant gang takedown. More than a dozen gangbangers were arrested for their roles in a spate of shootings and killings in Brooklyn, including 2 cold-blooded slayings, the NYPD and District Attorney announced Wednesday. The 18 young men and a few teenage boys are a part of an umbrella group called 900 Gang that operated out of a public housing complexes in Bedford-Stuyvesant, prosecutors said. The group will shoot at members of rival gangs on site, purely to establish territorial dominance, according to investigators. There is no active incident, no active dispute, said Brooklyn District Attorney Eric Gonzalez at a press conference, calling it a nonsense circle of violence. Police and prosecutors used high-quality videos and search warrants for phones to build cases in several Brooklyn shootings between April 2019 and November 2020. The shooting spanned from Clinton Hill to Bushwick as the Bed-Stuy gang rivalry spilled into neighboring areas, leaving a trail of dead and wounded young men. The 900 gang composed of smaller affiliates, including the Stack Money Goons and Adjacent Fam, prosecutors said. The gangs allegedly are rivals of the Hoolies gangs, another Bed-Stuy crew. In one hair-raising video taken October 3, 2019, 3 900 gang members, James Austin, Sean Singletary, and Jalen Elliott, took in part a broad daylight shooting that nearly killed a nearby storekeeper on Graham Avenue near Cook Street in East Williamsburg. Austin shot at 3 rival gang members who scrambled off as the bullets started to fly. Prosecutors said in another surveillance video angle, a shopkeeper is seen sitting down as a bullet blows through a curtain glass window and right past him. Others weren't lucky. In one sick June 29, 2020 scheme, Tyshawn Devenars posed as a 15-year-old girl on Instagram to set up a meeting with Tracy Washington, who belonged to a rival gang. Prosecutors said the pair exchanged messages about a credit card fraud scheme Washington devised and decided to meet on Dean Street in Weeksville Gardens, according to messages obtained by authorities. Devenars took a car service to the location, and the 3 900 gang members, Correll Haney, Alexander Williams, and Tyshawn Devenars, went to meet him. Haney is accused of firing a shot into a livery cab where Washington was seated. Washington staggered out of a vehicle and collapsed and died as he tried to run away. The crew was also responsible for the September 8, 2020 killing of Tylee Felder at the Lafayette Garden Houses. Sickening video showed 2 men who investigators identified as Alexander Williams and Wadeen Rudd are seen going through the lobby of the DeKalb Ave building and out the front door, where they let out a flurry of bullets on Felder. They also hit two innocent bystanders who survived the barrage. Felder was hit in the head and died at the scene. The joint NYPD Brooklyn DA gang takedowns, which have become a staple of cooperation between the agencies, snagged shooters as young as Jalen Elliott, 16, who was collared for shooting into a crowd on Halloween, striking a 14-year-old girl. Children are being shot, Gonzalez said. These are young men view this as some sort of sick gang. The 18 men who are vigorously charged with attempted murder, conspiracy to commit murder, weapons possession, and other charges in a sweeping 77-count indictment. Yo, was popping, top of the morning. Yo, Sydney was popping. Prime suspect was popping. We here, man. Hold on a second. I came across my desk 2 days ago, but I've been having to work. Good morning, Ernesto. Good morning, top of the morning. Now, these are the youth in New York City, where I'm from, the city where I'm from. Kids are killing kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Top of the top. Kids is killing kids, man. I think on these platforms, we speaking about, you know what I'm saying? We're speaking a lot about an older generation trying to fix their brains, but we're trying to talk to the youth. I don't think we're connecting with the youth because the youth is on their own time. You know what I'm saying? You see what they said. One kid played like he was a female with a credit card scheme, just to line somebody up. You see how the other young boy, there's a video of the young boys come out the building and them doing them crazy, no mask and nothing on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Can we blame the drill music? Can we blame the drugs? Can we blame parenting? I mean, the gang culture is I think is just out of control. You know what I'm saying? You know, they don't want to be Crips and Bloods no more. Some of them are just, like you said, neighborhood gangs on their territory thing. It's not about money. It's just about territory. It's about props. It's about, yo, we you know what I'm saying? We got them scared to death. Yo, we putting in work. It's not about a dollar, man. I think if you have some type of influence over these young boys, there's always one smart one, man. Take the time out to try to, instead of, see, what's happening is a lot of old cats, they're too busy trying to recruit these young boys. They be part of their gang or their situations or their scheme or their plot. You understand what I'm saying? They're not trying to really, yo, you know what I like you, shorty, you ain't got to join the gang. You got potential. You could be an engineer. You could be a president. You could be a cop. You could be, you know, there's so much. You see, we're allowing our youth to fail. You know what I'm saying? We see what's going on in the media. We just seen what happened in D.C. When Black Lives Matter was out there, police was a little aggressive, right? You know what I'm saying? We see the Proud Boys and they clique out there. You see, they lost the White House. You know what I'm saying? So we see that we need more people in position. You know what I'm saying? The youth is the future. Most of us is in our 40s and 50s. Yeah, they shooting, bro. And it's funny because, can we blame, well, the music is a little violent, you know, the drill music, we can say the drill music, but now, we can't say it's the Chicago sound because it seemed to be these young boys listening to stuff that they got their own favorite underground rap artists, you know what I'm saying? Like Saddam Baby's commercial. So we can't blame the music too much because they got their own sound they listen to. They special rap artists. That one artist that we'll never hear, but they listen to all day. um, we have to get in tune with our youth, man. I mean, if you really want, if you really trying to change and speak to them and kick it with them, you know, I work with you know, guys that's 19, 20, 21 on my job, and I kick it with them, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because I know that there's a detachment. A lot of these young boys, they ain't even Bloods and Crips. You know what I'm saying? They on their own time. They got these gangs, these 900 gangs, 600 block, 400 block, 10 block, just that block. And it's messed up that when an old guy comes around with some type of name or influence, he's trying to recruit them into their gang. Well, fuck it. Forget the 400 block, become this Blood or Crip set. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They all on demon time, man. You know, I was watching this Flowtastic. He has a lot of those Brooklyn videos with, like, you know, Bambino and you know, Fabio and that whole little clique. You know what I'm saying? And they got their own way, their own sound. You know what I'm saying? You see Rowdy getting right into tune with that. They created their own 22 G's and all of them. I'm paying attention to what's going on now. I said, wait a minute, because I think we're speaking too much about the adults and we're not speaking about the kids, the youth. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, the woo, the chew. And these are guys that's in their personal gangs. But now they didn't create their own movement where you could be GD, you could be Crip, you could be Blood, you could be Vice Lords, you could be this, you could be YG, you could be Mac, you could be, but on the block we the Chew. You're not getting smoked because you Blood or Crip no more. You're getting smoked because you wore Chew, GDK and all that. You know what I'm saying? Where essentially we have a real disconnect, and I think when you say you're in tune with the streets and you're into the streets, you gotta connect with that. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to be online and try to correct a nigga that's 40 years old, or 45 years old, or 50 or 60 years old. That's the easiest thing in the world to do, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's the easiest thing in the world to do. But it's the youth. You know what I'm saying? Oh, salute, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm reading this thing like, damn, these young boys, they got credit card scam, but they're just killing. Like, we got beef for 400 block, we 900 block, we on go. It's not like they did that and they caught 2, 3 birds, 80 drug sales. It's just, they was shooting. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. For New York State not being a gun state, there's more guns in fucking New York than dudes running around in the gun state. You know what I'm saying? Think about this: 280 bodies here, and that's a lot here in the gun state. New York was in their 200s. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a bigger population, but damn. You know what I'm saying? Get in tune with your nephews, man. Sometimes you can't be the OG that don't want Rakim. Them niggas ain't ready for that Rakim. You gotta show them. You gotta go. Like I told you, you gotta snatch them to youth up and go, I don't want you to join my gang. Let's go over here. Let's go get a job. Let's go get. Let me show you how to get your life together. If you're trying to get your life together, you think you're really trying to say to youth. You know what I'm saying? Top of the morning, Reno Briz to Biz. Top of the morning. You know what I'm saying? That we have to get there. You know. I can honestly say the dudes, the young boys on my block, man. You know what I'm saying? My man Black and them, as my man Rodney Shell and them niggas, my nigga Brian and them, they did good around the youth, man, because a lot of the young boys around them that didn't really get caught in the street, which is probably like 2% of them, a lot of them went to school and wanted to be like them. Like, yeah, I want to be like Black, a cool nigga on the block that stay fresh and go to work. My nigga Raw, a cool individual that go to work. You know what I'm saying? We had my man Qua, inspirational, you know what I'm saying? Take them kids, take them back, like, you know what I'm saying? He took time out of his life to get them playing basketball and all that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, I'm giving an example where if you're gonna be outside and connecting with the youth, this is how you connect with them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the youth don't, they get caught up because seems to be nobody cares. And the only time when most of us adults speak to them, unless we want them to be part of our situations, our gangs, our this, there's so much that they can do, man. These dudes are 16, 17 years old catching bodies. When I was 16 years old, I was working in the flower shop. You know what I'm saying? These young boys ain't talking about summer youth jobs. I remember right now, this time of year, we used to be prepared having conversations about summer youth. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us. You know what I'm saying? These conversations have turned into, good example, a good friend of mine, right? He was a shooter back in the days. He was a shooter back in the days. He was a gunner. He was a shooter. He got his life. He got his act together. He got his son. He got kids now. Got his family. He got married. Now the nigga got a city job. My other man was these dudes get their shit together, and then they try to, let me make sure mine is good, because you don't want children to go through what you went through. Like when I speak to my daughter, I speak to her proudly because she's not going through what I'm going through. When I speak to my son, he's not going through what I'm going through. So I feel like, yo, I'm winning. You know what I'm saying? I had to go through a long fucking fight. Exactly. That was the whole purpose of summer youth, getting your school money, your first day of school outfits, because now you got your working papers. Our parents are getting their kids are getting guns before their parents take 5 minutes out their life to get them working papers. You know what I'm saying? I had working papers. I told you, I was working jobs. I had a job at D'Agostino's. Before I went to Albany, I was working at the George Flower Shop, 186. Shout out to my man James, my man Money One. He had the plug. You know what I'm saying? My man, you know what I'm saying? We was trying to get there. When my man's dancing in the club, the Ziggy dance, remember that the rap group Ziggy? My man Rolly Room was a part of that. The Ziggy, the whole Ziggy situation. So when dudes was dancing in the club, they took it serious. They was actually getting record deals, going on tour with dudes and all that. Like, people was trying to find a way out. That's what I'm trying to say. We was trying to find a way out. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden, these young boys is bugging. They want to be stick-up kids. They want to be shooters. They want to shoot blocks up. And there's no connection, because there's no way that the OG shit I'm talking about has no connection to them. You understand what I'm saying? They on their own gang time. They like, yeah. And how they look at it, it's like, yeah, I'm blood, but I'm only blood when I'm in jail. You know what I'm saying? But in the hood, I'll clap one of them. I'll hit one of them niggas. Some niggas come, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? They really are. I'm paying attention to the youth. I'm like, yo, you know what? We're not really talking to our youth, man. And when we do make these videos, sometimes we don't even talk about New York. We talk about Chicago, or we talk about what's going on in Detroit, or we got our own shit going on where we at. These young boys was on drill, was on demon time, man. I mean, we all was young before, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta see what I'm saying? Y'all, we're seeing this, and I don't think we're touching. We have to touch it. We have to really touch this shit, because I've been doing these videos, and I've been like, but I'm still talking about the old school shit, like 91, 92. We're in 2021. It's a whole new language right now, bro. And I'm getting in tune, because I'm paying attention now. Like, when the situation happened with 2 million, when young boys shot the courtyard and all that, and they killed the 2 girls, that was crazy. And I'm thinking, like, is that over money? That's just over, like you said, demon time blocks. We don't get along with 200 gang. We're just gonna shoot their block up. This is the energy that's out there right now, bro. This how can we get these young boys to put these guns down? And they're not even. We can't say let them shake, because it's not over no bread. How can we convince them? How can we get in their head where you ain't got to be a shooter? You could be a doctor. These is young boys. You see what I just read? These is most of them is kids, teenagers, 14, 17. They old. The youth following the youth. And then think about it. Now the older guy that they look up to, remember they see all the funny shit with the blood shit. So they like, I don't want to. They see the crazy shit with the Crip shit. Like, I don't want to do that. We doing us. They rather be independents. Like I told you, some they may be blood or whatever, but they like, nah, we're secure together because there be so much 1090 shit. There's no real growth and development. So when you don't see no real growth and development, you just stay on block time. So they do what anybody else do, like got nothing but free time. They be gooning, they be ready to go, they be ready to shoot. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, when we was young, the only difference with us when we was young, there was so much money out there. We put time into that. You know what I'm saying? We put time into block money, side block money. We took time into that. There's so many resources. I think we're not touching, we're not embracing. You know what I'm saying? This turns into a reality thing where we have to start getting in tune. Like I told you, that one little smart nigga that's the leader of the crew, like, yo, come here, short, let me holler at you, man. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, man? What's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? I think there's a large disconnect, man. And you know, we gotta figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like these dudes got shooters, a bunch of shooters. It's a shooting broad daylight, but these young niggas, you know what it is too. They hustle and scamming. So that, you know what I'm saying? They don't got time to be friendly to build a lot of them. A lot of them is fuck with those cards. So remember, with them cards, they going bananas. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's a different game. They doing shit that niggas been doing, but that's just always been a different circle. See, when I was growing up, and niggas was scamming, really scamming. That they was turning that to networks. That was some real shit. Like dudes was going and buying Jeeps and cars and all that, big chains and clothes, and some niggas was trying to buy condos. That's how much money they was doing, buying boats, selling boats and all that. The scamming game now, it's like the crack game. Let me get a pair of sneakers, let me get a Gucci bag, let me get, you know what I'm saying? Let me get 2, 3 guns. So now we're looking at it differently, but it's a different way they hustle, a lot of them. Because it's a scamming game. But they're treating the scamming game like, you're not cutting my dope, but fuck it, we 200 gang and you're 400 gang. We don't like you niggas anyway. You know what I'm saying? Where compared to, if there was a shootout between two crews, and see, it's the media plays a part to this shit too. Because I never see this in a lifetime where somebody kills somebody and then they sent their whole crew on somebody's project to shut it down. That could only be in New Jack City. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I never seen that before. Maybe it happened somewhere I never seen that shit before, where somebody smoked the boss or brought niggas from this block into somebody's housing complex. You know what I'm saying? Something may have happened business-wise behind closed doors, but never, like, I never seen that before, but somebody bought their whole complex into somebody else's complex and just set up shop. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be mindful of these narratives that we allow the news to kick out there. A lot of you cats are from the city, you got nephews and all that shit. Because I think that's, because we're not looking at it like, y'all niggas is bugging, you're wilding. But these young boys got new skills. They're not doing what we was doing. They hitting them cards, they buying the funny name furs and all that shit, and they running outside and they're treating the game like they on, like it's block for block shit. Over little stupid shit like posters on Facebook, posters on IG, beefing, going back and forth in the inboxes, man. Now, all the energy they putting in to play with those cards, they could do something else. There's a congressman, or he just got voted in, Jamal Bowen. He's from my hood. He grew up with us. Congratulations to him, you see what I'm saying? He just got elected in. This is somebody who used to be around us as a kid. He used to be with my man Hakeem and them, and Tito and Mario and them. As a kid in the hood, Who would have thought in 2021 this guy from our hood becomes politics in the state of politics? You understand what I'm saying? But that's the type of time that we was on. Because when we was younger, like I told you, there was always some type of righteousness because we had older brothers and, in the music, what I'm saying? There was a lot of positive music, like Poor Righteous Teachers, King's Son, songs, the songs with messages, like Rakim, but more so, it was still revolution time, so we was trying to follow a path for some type of righteousness and try to be smart. There's some dudes they left the game earlier than others. You know what I'm saying? You can tell a kid, man, you got working paper. Dudes got a gun before they get working papers. It's crazy. And it's just so much of a disconnect. Because now I'm an older cat, I get around y'all might go, yo, man, you black, I'm digging your style, man. You a cool old dude, man. I'm trying to recruit him in my gang. All right, check, I got a slot for you. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm doing is, now I'm taking them from being swipers and shooters to you in my gang, and you swiping and shooting under, you're just gonna make me popular in the news. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's in jail now. Now, them 18 cats, they're going to go on the state, and now they're going to be on gang time. Now how their gang is over, and they're going to go back to their respective gangs, and it's going to be crazy in them yards. Because now these young boys is really bumping into the ops in jail. You know what I'm saying? So S-Block is working for the state right now. Because now these young boys that's in the street killing each other, they going to jail killing each other. These dudes is young. These 16, these 17. It's crazy. Be something to y'all, man. Because New York State is not playing. They changed the laws. Listen, this is around the time they did that. They changed the laws, right? I'm gonna read some mail for y'all, man. Because I guess a lot of people may not get this. This is my man. I love little Jigga Blood. It's my man. I love him. I just wish that Jigga Blood would have got a job, but he was married to the streets. He just would not get the streets up. I don't know. He just would not give it up, man. And he played in the streets so long, they changed the laws. I'm gonna read this to you, man. And this is the state, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all might have been with him in Green Haven, you know what I'm saying? So this is I'm gonna read this to y'all. And this is when they began to change the drug laws in New York State to this new enterprise crime thing. They changed it from the Rockefeller laws to the empire crime, the empire. So they give dudes the enterprise corruption laws. Well, now they're giving dudes kingpin status. All right. It's my man Jigga B. He was the young boy around us. I just wish that's what I'm trying to say. He was a young boy around us. Him and Brooklyn, them. There was young boys around us. You know what I'm saying? And Flame. Flame just gave back 20-something years a couple of years ago. He had like 25 years. Robbery went wrong. You know what I'm saying? He just gave back 25, but he got deported. You know, so he got the whole 25. He had to take like 5. He did like 5 or 6, but he got in the pill. They deported his ass to Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homie Flame. You know what I'm saying? Little Brook of them. You know what I'm saying? I think Brook should be on his way home. He got caught with a ratty in the car asleep. You know what I'm saying? I just wish that we was able to not have the young boys on gang time. You know what I'm saying? These are the young boys around us, the pros and cons. You know what I'm saying? Jigga was like one of the youngest homies around us. Now listen to this. This is July 2013. A blood gang member was sentenced Wednesday to 112 years in prison for his role in a large-scale narcotics pipeline that moved heroin and cocaine throughout the capital region. Michael Jigga Williams, 28 of Albany, was convicted of 17 felony counts on May 21st, following the longest trial in the history of Albany County. The gang member who blasted an investigator as a coward and devil following his conviction was found guilty alongside 2 co-defendants in the 13-week trial before Judge Stephen Herrick. A 4th defendant was acquitted on most charges. Juries could not reach a verdict on the rest. Williams was found guilty of counts that included conspiracy and drug dealing. He was involved in the selling of heroin and cocaine, according to Attorney General, which prosecuted the case. The three convictions concluded a 2012 case the district attorney office brought against 52 defendants, including reputed members of the Bloods and the South End-based original gangster killers. OGK, you know what I'm saying? Street gang. Most members cut plea bargains with prosecutors before their cases went to trial, and Herrick dismissed charges against two defendants who went to trial. Anthony Taylor of Albany, Richard Collier of Glen Forest, following arguments by their lawyers. In addition to Williams, juries convicted Guy Sos Anderson of Cohoes, a supplier of cocaine and heroin, of 17 drug dealing related counts. That included being a major trafficker, which alone carries a life sentence. Also found guilty was OGK gang member Jamel Melly Mel Pearson of Albany, who was convicted of 11 drug dealing counts. Pearson, like Williams, is a persistent felony offender, which makes him eligible for a life sentence. The jury acquitted Marquise Man Johnson, who authorities said had been an OGK member, of every charge that ended in a verdict. The district attorney office could retry him on undecided charges. The district attorney office noted in a news release Wednesday that the overall drug ring disputed massive quantities of cocaine, heroin, and various illegal prescription medications, including hydrocodone, oxycodone, and Percocet, from New York City to areas that included Albany, Rensselaer, Saratoga, Schenectady, Warren, Queen, Ulster, Orange, and Rockland counties, as well as Vermont. The case followed an 18-month investigation by the district attorney's office, organized crime task force, and Albany and state police, along with other agencies. In 112 years, 109 to be precise. They offered him 10. He didn't want to take the 10. You know, this is for getting money. It had nothing to do with no shoot. But you see how this read that? In 2013, we had the homies, you had OGK. Now, OGK is a homegrown crew out of Albany, which is really a branch off of the BGs. Just like you have OSB, then you got the junks. But a lot of OSB say that junks don't really divide, you know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? So now you got the homies running with the homegrown crew, which got some homies involved, and some dudes is just straight OGK, then you got some that's OGK that's Crip, and you got some dudes that's OGK that's Blood. Like you got some OSB that's Crip, and you got some OSB that's Blood. You know what I'm saying? So, you should see that. 28 years old. Over 100 years. You know what I'm saying? So shit is real. You know what I'm saying? These dudes are getting these cases and these bodies, and they hitting them with their enterprise corruption. That's what they hitting them with, them wiretaps. Because with the enterprise, see, they treating these cases, right, like Fed cases. They doing the surveillances, they getting the wiretaps. So now when they got you, they got you. They're not just doing the buy and bust or the wiretap here. You know what I'm saying? Oh. You're not doing, they're not doing the wiretaps or nothing like that no more. You see me clearly? They're not doing the wiretaps. Now they're doing the surveillances. They're going to a judge and signing off on these warrants for these wiretaps. So now, bad enough you got the feds. Bad enough you got the feds that's doing this. Now you got the state. So now you understand what I'm saying? It's worse. Yo, they just showed a video of this young boy who walked up the building. Two of the young boys in Best Side in Brooklyn. Hit, boom, boom, boom. They running through the projects. You see, they're on camera running through the project. You see every position they ran for. They hit the back door, boom. They got cameras all in the projects now. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? And the weird part was they wasn't even masked up. One, they got this, you know what I'm saying? So this becomes real. This is a real conversation that we have to start having with people, man. Like, yo, this gang time is serious, man. I told you, son, hit him. I'm reading this stuff to you to let you know this is, and I know Jigga. That's my man, Little Jigga Blood. I'm in the picture. The picture that Duke is standing up and me and my man's kneeling down. We went to go see Flame in Comstock. You know what I'm saying? We was on the visitor floor. And we was like, yo, Jigga, take a flick. This is before he caught his case. So now we like this, boom. Who would have thought he would have caught 100 years? You know what I'm saying? It's just that we wasn't able to get into his head to get a job. You wasn't able to, like you know what I'm saying? He wasn't able to go, yo, get the game up. You know what I'm saying? He was already married to the streets. Hopefully he get home out of that. Hopefully some type of appeal, he gets some type of appeal out of that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this is real when it comes to the youth. And like I told you, we have to find something in them. This is when we kick it with them. You hear to that they like to do. Because everybody got a dream. Everybody got some shit that they like to do. They just don't want to do it. And then you get them into doing it, man. Remember, a lot of these dudes' parents is our age. So we got some grandmothers that's my age. I'm 47. You gotta think about it. We can't keep looking at things from how we look at it. Because then that's where the disconnect happened at. You gotta think about like, damn, when I was 17, what was I doing? Shit, it was money outside, so we was getting money, so we was stuck on the block all day. If somebody had beef, that's because they literally did some dumb dickhead shit, you know what I'm saying? Or they violated. But we want to be stuck on the block all day. The worst thing that can happen is we get robbed, shot at, or TNT. But these young boys, they all over the place because they swiping cars. Whew. You know what I'm saying? And they buying the Gucci shoes and the Prada bag. You know what I'm saying? So now they mobile. They're not on the corner all day. They from building to building, project to project. They be with this dude. You know what I'm saying? They going here, they going there because they hustle pertains to them getting around. You know what I'm saying? Moving around, being mobile. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these beats be because of that. Because they more mobile. Think about it. When you on the real money block, you stuck on the block all day. You stuck on the block for 6, 7 hours like a job. That's why I like when I see the young boys get a job. And I think that some of us, because, we get these jobs and we be in position of power, like we become a supervisor or something, and we just treat them the same way, because a lot of these young boys don't know no better. So you have to tell them, pull your pants up and do certain things. You gotta explain, but you can say it in a way where they understand that these young boys see that they on go. They remember, I'm a shooter. They don't care about nothing else. What you said? It ain't that they don't know how to fight. It's that it's the type of time they on, because they think this is what's real is. They think what's real is to shoot. I'm catching on now, because these young boys will fight you and still kill you. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Exactly, 300. Because they shooting because they on game time. That's what they shooting for a reputation. They think that's because they're not doing what we're accustomed to doing. Remember, we're used to being stuck on the corner on the building on the block. The average person that was clicking on the block didn't have a gun in his hip. You know what I'm saying? These young boys are swiping cars with that gun on them. So they on go. They start beef out of that, they on go. So if you want to save the youth, you gotta take the smartest one up the click, bring them with you. Let me get you a skill. But you can't do it to use them. See, that's the thing. You can't go, I'm trying to teach the youth something, and you do I got a job for you, I'm gonna get $50 off of you, and I'm gonna pay you $100 a day. They're not gonna be into that, bro. Because remember, these young boys, They got habits and they used to doing the swiping partying. I remember being outside, right? This is crazy, right? The young boys, you barely see them outside. You know what I'm saying? But they always shooting something. These young boys they're on a different time. I remember you go in the lobby back in the days. We be from the lobby, we drinking, we get a little bit of money, we da 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 da. Now you really see that these young boys are swiping cars and shooting at niggas. Like, yo, what he said on what he said on IG, got him. You know what I'm saying? When we see him, it's on. Gotta change that. We have to change that flavor. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know what I'm saying? Really gotta walk them to a step of success. Exactly. Because that was their job to protect their block. I know I wasn't sitting on the block with a gun on me with a 100 pack. You know what I'm saying? Blondie was wild and jumping out. Because one thing we knew is that police, right? You'll get out for some crack until, like, you know, really, I'll say the Pataki era was when he really started going up top. Maybe some Cuomo, but I don't remember. Because I remember everybody I seen get a crack sale was back on the street. The only dudes that was going to jail for dudes that was going to jail for violent shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't up front. A lot of the Decepticon niggas, the niggas that was robbing, the dudes that was robbing was getting more than threes. You know what I'm saying? But now it's different because it's the same thing out here. You got grown dudes bodying dudes, arguments. Most of the latest crimes lately, right? I ain't gonna front, some dudes been getting smoked because they sit in their cars and they got their little beefs. The dudes run up on the car and spray the car. This is what's going on where I'm at. But a lot of the beefs been dudes will bump heads and be arguing and start shooting. So demon time is just demon time. You know what I'm saying? Everybody played their position, ran it like a corporation. So now, what might have saved a lot of dudes' lives was the game. As crazy as shit sound, because you was tied up for 4 or 5 hours. You know what I'm saying? And unless you was a total fool, after being on the block or wherever you was at for 4 or 5 hours, you trying to get with a girl, get a bottle, get some cheap weed and chill. You ain't trying to run around the let me go to Wagner and get punched in the face. You wasn't doing that, man. You know what I'm saying? But you had 1 or 2 dirty cats that was doing that'd take the time out their life. You know what I'm saying? Bang. You know what I'm saying? You had dudes that was doing that. It's a fact. You might do a bullet on the island or probation. You know what I'm saying? Yup. That's what they were doing with them raddies. Yeah, I'm telling you, when Pataki came to office, shit changed. You know, a lot of us would tell because we just wasn't, because when you see us, you think this old nigga has. So we had dreams, listen, we wanted to do the right thing. We just got caught up in too much free money coming. But don't think for 1 minute hustling wasn't like a job. That shit was that's just a job. Do not think for 1 minute that you in front of the building, you doing what you doing. It was not like a job. You know, when I read this case and I seen it 2 days ago, I was gonna do it, and I was like, yo, this is in our backyard. This ain't in Chicago. This ain't in Detroit. This is in our backyard. Our youth. It's our kids. Like, damn, son, this is crazy. These, it's not about. It's not. Let me tell you something, right? Dudes in Carver get money, right? Shout out to the Carver Mall. Dudes in Walsh get money. It wasn't like dudes got money on a Friday night in Carver and decided to go, yo, we made $30,000 a day. Let's go to the Washers and shoot the shit up. You know what I'm saying? For what? For no reason at all. Fuck, we just gonna shoot Wash up today. Dudes wasn't doing that. You understand what I'm saying? Because there was no free time. We didn't want to bring heat to the block. It was simple shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You want no heat to the block. But these young boys with this swipe and sniking, with this sniper shit, they got all the free time in the world, man. And then the drugs don't play a part too. I remember, right? I be on the south side of Queens. But the same fucking thing with these young boys. I be like, what the fuck? These young boys be having beef with dudes on the block. I be like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, 2005. You see what I'm saying? It started changing. It started getting crazy. Because the young boys, they don't know. Cause I mean, I could do 8 months, bro. This is kids. 115. I could go to, boom. I can't wait to get the green. I can't wait to get to these spots. You got young boys telling you jail stories. Like, damn, boy, you just did 8? You know what I'm saying? You just did a dime? You just did 20? This is the type of, this is, if we could just connect with one. Every crew got a smart little young boy with it, man. I remember when I was a kid, right? And I good morning, limes over lemons at the top of the morning. And I used to be, you know what I'm saying? My man Ty Bless, he used to always play baseball. And he took me one time to go and play baseball. I played for Diamond 1. And the guy who had the league at Diamond 1 was, what's that rap cat name from the west side, Upper West Side? Big Dog Jaws? It was his grandfather's. It was his grandfather's league. That's the first base. Actually, he won the championship too. But it was the rapper, the big guy we running with Uncle Murder and them, and tell him Blanco sent you. His grandfather, I played for his grandfather's baseball league. My man Tyree seen something to me and brought me over there to try out because I like baseball. That's like I took little Nigel, that was OGK. And one day I said, you know what? There's a library in Albany or for Lark. I brought him to the library and had him looking into Job Corps. Well, I happened he would go every day, but he didn't go because the parent had to sign off on it and they wasn't ready to do that. But look, I come home after 4 years. Nigel got a 4-year college degree from SUNY Albany. You know what I'm saying? So me putting that in his brain, just putting that in his brain, made him feel like, yo, this is my way out. I said, take him off the block and sit him in the library. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Definitely, that's a fact after 95th. You know what I'm saying? And this is the type of time that we was on. I just had to do this show because I don't know if we connected with the young boys. And I think the young boys look at these old gang niggas, boy, big homie. And they laughing because they on demon time, you know what I'm saying? And we're just saying, you know, y'all could be anything you want to be in this world, man. You ain't got to get 100 years, bro. You hear me? Because I have to deal with the truth. I'm not going to sit here with speculation, temptation, motivation. Like I tell you, man, we got the trolls, right? We know that we got the people that swear they know me, but I can tell in their comments they don't know me. Yo, he black this, he black that. Huh? You know what I'm saying? Probably was somebody that probably bought a couple of dimes before for me. Probably somebody that I might have copped before. But I know who I fuck with and I know who I don't fuck with. I know who I know and who I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And that's just part of all reality. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And that's because that's just keeping it funky. Because you have to keep it funky. You know what I'm saying? You can't fake a funk with a nasty dunk. That's like I remember when me and my manager in the project, like, yo, we're gonna get some of you jobs, and we went and got them. Those are the days that you become independent. So like once you hit like this 15, 16-year-old stage, you really can't blame your parents no more because you get working papers, right? And then you can get a job at the Gap, you can get after school jobs at supermarkets. All doors is open. And I think we're not trying to get the youth that, like, yo, you don't have to swipe, bro. Go get a job. And I know the swiping money, that's a new crack game, whatever the case may be, but you don't have to do that, dogs. You can be, I know my high school had an all TC program. Yeah, you definitely could. You had to know how to fight. What you think? You know what I'm saying? You had the ROTC program in my high school. I'm pretty sure every high school, a lot of high schools got the ROTC program. I mean, when you hear certain high school names, like automotive in Brooklyn, I'm pretty sure they teach you automotive, right? Like Westinghouse, I'm pretty sure that Westinghouse has some type of engineering class in there. Like when we hear about, like Norman Thomas was a business high school, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the schools that you hear, there's certain classes that they have that's namesake of the school, you know what I'm saying? You know, go to Brooklyn. My cousin, this is my cousin, right? My cousin Delvon. Delvon didn't live with his mother and father. He lived with his godmother. His godmother loved Delvon. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with Delvon. Delvon's 1 year older than me. Right? He didn't have a mother and father. He had to figure, but he did have grandma and his brother George and Lennon. You know what I'm saying? He always went to grandma's house. His godmother had custody of him. You know, his mother was still young and still in the club. You know what I'm saying? Now, Delvon wound up following George's steps. George lived at grandma's house. George was smart. George was the first person in my family that went to boarding school. He went to some school in the Bronx, some intermediate, some IS school in the Bronx. Mind you, George is from, my family is from Taft, 70, you know what I'm saying? So my cousin George was with everybody, playing skellies. He was outside. But see, being outside back then when I was growing up was different because you either hustled or you played or you was regular. You couldn't do both. You know what I'm saying? So my cousin was regular. He went to boarding school in PA. Then from PA, he went to Temple, and now he's like a CPA for into accounting, like an accounting lawyer, something like that for like some type of estate. Delvon followed his footsteps. Delvon went to Brooklyn Tech High School. You know what I'm saying? He was going to Brooklyn Tech High School and the Decepticons was robbing them on the corner. When dudes from Fort Greene was booking them cats. Right there at Brooklyn Tech. Brooklyn Tech is a good high school. My cousin now is a doctor in Florida. So there's always a door open, man. We just gotta take, best I can tell y'all, the same energy y'all put in your being to creating this gangster image, put that to create something for yourself, man. You don't want to be our age recreating yourself. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be, damn, I wasted 30 years out of my life doing something, and now I'm recreating myself. You don't want to be 70 years old pushing carts. You know what I'm saying? Not because it's a come up, because this is how I gotta survive. Because I wasted 50 years of my life trying to fulfill this gangster image and this being a G. You're trying to figure it out. You gotta figure this shit out now. Don't wait. Don't wait until it's too late. That's how I tell the young boys. Yo, what's up, man? My little man said, yo, I got 2 jobs. But this one young boy, right? He worked with me, right? I always asked him, why'd you take an Uber home from work? You just catch a train. He said, see, I'm not trying to get caught up in nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Where the train stop is at, a lot of shit be happening. It's cheaper for me to catch an Uber home when my mom's coming to get me until I get a car than me catch a train, bro. That's, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what? Where I was at, there really wasn't no MS-13s and like that. Where I grew up at in East Harlem, that was more so on Long Island. I just know that we used to see a lot of Mexicans though. They had a Mexican bar on 102nd Street in Lex, but we never looked at them as gang. You know what I'm saying? Like we just looked at it as they was at that time. They might have been gang, but we was more into, you know what I'm saying? They was working. Like when you seen a Mexican, they was delivering food, they was working in the food stands, they was doing something. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they might have been clicked up already, but where I was at, it wasn't like that. It was like the Mexicans had jobs. You know what I'm saying? They might have been a rough job, but they had jobs. Where I was at. You know what I'm saying? Now, was there Mexican gangs where I was at? Like I started seeing a change though. I don't know the names of them, but I know 117th on like between first and second, them blocks had a lot of Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? And you know the Mexicans, when you see them outside, not changing the subject, what you can't tell was what, because the Mexicans, they play that international sport, football, soccer. So when you see them playing soccer, you don't know who's who. Remember, they all short, Ecuadorians. Yeah, there's a lot in Brooklyn. There's definitely a lot in Long Island. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of that shit in Long Island. I mean, you got them, but like I told you, when we see the Mexican back in the days, these were the food stand. The Mexicans was trying to work like the West Indians. Because remember, a lot of their family lived across seas. So to them, even the minimum wage was $2. $2 in Mexico was $1 million back then. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I can give the Mexicans credit for, other than their personal LA gang. So but it might have been a neighborhood I lived in. I know in Brooklyn too, there's a whole bunch of them as well. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of those Mexicans, they get their work on, bro. A lot of them dudes be tatted up, maybe chefs and all type of shit. So they be on gang time. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their gang, but a lot of them, they kids are becoming NYPD. They kids are becoming firefighters. They kids is becoming, like a good friend of mine. I don't think his father was a gang, but he was like Guatemalan. He a firefighter in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Fresh ain't dead. Marcy Projects in the building. Definitely salute the best style, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we gotta, I mean, if you want to be a, you know, every OG on your block that's paying attention, see something that's special with you. I told the young boy the other day at work, man, I said, yo, you got a gift, man. You like to work, man. You know what I'm saying? They always had jobs, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Best I do or die, you know what I'm saying? I remember when, a lot of people don't even remember, there was a time when Bed-Stuy looked like Harlem. How Harlem used to look. Not abandoned brownstones, spots in them brownstones. Shit was crazy. Definitely in the 80s. In Bed-Stuy, man. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't built down like the Bronx. Like the South Bronx. But Bed-Stuy had a Brownsville feel in them 80s. So you see a lot of them pictures on Tell 'em Blanco sent you and Living 100 and Hassan Fall Rock and them pictures, the Bed-Stuy cats like this. There was some money in this time, man. You know what I'm saying? But even, you know what I'm saying? It was money in the style, you know what I'm saying? It's that we allow people to create these narratives, you know what I'm saying? Like good example. Biggie Smalls couldn't claim Fort Greene because they say he was from Fort Greene, but have to say you're from Fort Greene Projects. You know what I'm saying? Because everything else surrounding Fort Greene was basically private houses. You know what I'm saying? So he be in the style Clinton Hills, but he couldn't say but he's close to the Fort. I mean, where he was at was either or Clinton Hills or, but it's easier to claim the style because the style is bigger. All you gotta do is claim the side block in the style. You ain't gotta claim the projects. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes, Fort Greene got Fort Greene projects. You know what I'm saying? But just gotta find your way. Every dude ain't gotta be a rapper, man. Like, we know that y'all niggas on demon time. Now we get it now. Now I get it now. Y'all swipe cards, y'all get fresh, y'all drink some lean, y'all pop these pills, and y'all have all the time in the world to get around. J-Line. Hell yeah, baby. Hell, you know what I'm saying? But they don't show that. So people just think like, Bed-Stuy, nah, it was twisted back in the days, man. Bed-Stuy was looking like how Harlem looked in 1989, 88, 87, 86. You know what I'm saying? When dudes had hill holes and all that. It's just that, just like the narrative, unless you went to Brooklyn, you would never know that. You know what I'm saying? The East too, man. And so when you see older cats that became MTA, like there's so much to do. Like, MTA is hiring, get these essential jobs. Like, you know what I'm saying? And because now, no matter, look, this COVID shit is crazy, but look how many crews they done took, they still taking crews down. Them bodies, They still locking dudes up. We got dudes catching bodies who parents can't afford to send them commissary. If there's so much unemployment, right? The unemployment rate is up. We're gonna say the unemployment rate is to the roof. So you got dudes catching these cases who parents can't even send them a package. That can't even send them a package. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of, it's crazy, right? They kick you up the projects. Shout out to East New York, shout out to the East, shout out to the East, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of these young boys, man, that's in these shelters. That's why they on the ground, they don't care. You know what I'm saying? And so I think when we have time, we have to make shows on the young boys. We have to speak upon the young boys. Like, wait a minute. What's the disconnect? Because most of the young boys is Bloods and Crispos. So you meet them in jail, it was popping, homie. But when they catch the actual cases, 900 gang, 400 gang, 2 block. The only gang in jail. You know what I'm saying? They don't have patience. Oh, it's the drugs. It's the drugs their parents took. Short attention spans. These are things that we don't think about. Short attention spans. We gotta think about the drugs their parents did before they had them. A lot of these kids got shit on because of their parents. Popping pills, sniffing coke, whatever floated their boat. A lot of these kids is inheriting that. You know what I'm saying? They're inheriting these addictions. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these kids is born with something mentally wrong with them because of what their parents was doing. Unhealthy births that we don't know about. What motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? In our era, we had crack babies. Now we having Molly babies. We having lean babies. We having, the dope baby is always around. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you have a kid that's hyperactive, short attention span. You know what I'm saying? And these kids don't get diagnosed, right? Because they ain't got no money. Their parents ain't paying attention. They think when little Tommy's hyperactive, he's just hyper. They don't know he really has a problem. He might need some Ritalin. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This shit sounds crazy, but he might need some Ritalin to slow him down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? What's crazy in the hood is what we consider real. But we don't even know that a lot of these dudes don't know no better, man. Because a lot of these dudes, they so hyper and they all over the place and they high all day, bro. They high all day, bro. A lot of us, we grew up in an era where a lot of our parents might have sniffed coke, so a lot of us might be hyperactive. But in our era, that was bad was a lot of us ate lead. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of us had lead poisoning, which led to short attention spans, brain damage to some, people having asthma, health problems. There's a lot of shit that we went through that we don't speak about. Remember, a crazy person's never gonna tell you that they're crazy, bro, until they do some crazy shit. And then that's when we go, oh shit, son, crazy. You ever been stressed out before? And so stressed out that you be willing that you just do some crazy shit? That's what these dudes is doing. Most of these dudes' mothers is young, all she do is smoke weed and drink Pepsi in the morning. She ain't paying little nigga no mind. Some of these dudes got brand new stepfathers every 90 days. Some of these dudes live in abusive households. No, it is think about this, right? You got some dudes that's like, yo, my mom's is the big homie. You know what I'm saying? She don't work all day. All she do is smoke weed, smoke cigarettes, drink cheap liquor, Amsterdam and all that, and talk violent all day. So all you're gonna do is mimic what you around. So that we can't be surprised when we hear about the 900 gang. Because when you go to court, the mother's mad, this nigga again. How many times have some of us been in court, right? And we had to make the adult decisions and cop out, take pleas, look in court to get sentenced and nobody's in the back to represent you. How many of us had to do that before? How many times have You got caught up in something. You have to make a decision. I gotta take this felony. Boom, let me get this. And the day you get sentenced, when they just is there anybody in the courtroom for you? You turn around, there's nobody back there. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? So we had to figure shit out on our own. Our parents didn't financially have it to bail us out, send us commissary. If your mom sent you commissary, that's because she took away from something. Unless you lived in a good home. You know what I'm saying? What happened with a lot of the black spades and tomahawks, the ones that didn't get 100 years, or the ones that didn't become crackheads or didn't become dope fiends, a lot of them got into construction and got their shit together. Remember, a lot of the tomahawks became the coalition. You know what I'm saying? That coalition that's in Brownsville, the one that's off of Livonia and all that, Livonia by Rockaway and all that, a lot of them cats became the coalition. A lot of them got linked up with the mob, and they was doing that coalition work. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They just like Gotti, them niggas was getting that money with the same with the Bull was getting that money with Akbar. You know what I'm saying? When they was getting that money with that coalition shit, they was plugged right on in. Cause they was paying them dudes to come through to disrupt the jobs, to get them no-pay jobs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of them old cats got into that construction shit crazy. Plugged right on in. I heard Little Mama pops, cause you know he's the one with Akbar and them. In the East, he's from the East, right? You know, shout out to Ben. I don't know where he's from, but I know Little Mama moms was living in Banners, because D-Man is my little man D-Man is Little Mama's cousin, and that's how I know that situation, because his uncle was fucking with Little, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He was plugged in. He caught a fed. You know how niggas do with the embezzlement shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been outside, bro. I've been outside and I've been around a lot of people, man. And one thing people don't do, they don't pay attention. I pay attention to my surroundings and who I'm around. And because of that, that's my win. Because I pay attention, and the type of dudes I'm around happen to be around just dudes that's really mixy in the mix. So I'm able to bring you these stories. Everything ain't bad. Akbar was in the movie, the Sonny Carson joint, right? Brownsville was crazy. Tomahawks, Jelly Stompers, and the rest of them, Jolly Stompers and all that. They wound up turning that whole Tomahawk situation into, a lot of them was God body. Right now, and I'm saying right now they got I believe it's the guard thing right there by Glen, across the street, the guard body joint. That used to be the coalition spot. You know what I'm saying? He changed it around. He started getting dudes jobs. When dudes couldn't get jobs. When you came up from up north, you couldn't do. He had to. Because now these dudes became the plugs to these construction companies. Yeah, for facts, hit it on the nose, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hit it on the nose, man. So now you had a lot of dudes that stuck with it and made connections, and they became, you know what I'm saying? Just how they hired one Mexican to hire mad blacks. No, one Mexican to hire mad Mexicans. They began to hire, okay, I'm gonna hire you. You just get the brothers and sisters and bring them to the construction site. So that's, it opened up doors. I'm not gonna say, it began to open up doors for African Americans and a lot of Puerto Ricans with the construction thing. These coalitions, there was one around my way on 102nd Street and 3rd Ave. On the second floor. These dudes are doing the coalition shit crazy. Charlie C. Pops was a part of that shit. It's about the 80s, the 90s and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Charlie C. Pops was down with that shit, you know what I'm saying? These niggas was getting real good construction jobs, you know what I'm saying? And when there's no jobs, you got a construction job, even to make, think about this, in 1995, or 96 or 92 or 93, you was making $20 an hour. That's $1 million in the hood. You know what I'm saying? $18 an hour. That's $1 million. We talking about 93, 94, 92. That's $1 million. So a lot of them branched off into doing other things, like the construction. Just to name some. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, like Zulu Nation, a lot of Zulu Nation became hip hop. And the ones that didn't went to jail, was getting high, or left the game alone. You know what I'm saying? Ball busters, a lot of them they owned a lot of stores, became hip hop. A lot of sports bars, they got into the entertainment stuff. See, these young boys don't hear that from us, that there's a way out. But you gotta choose it. You gotta choose your battles. You gotta be, like you said, gotta be patient. See how that works? Gotta be patient. A lot of times we gotta show them. We just can't tell them. We gotta show them. Yo, come here, little nigga. Back in the days, I'm gonna tell you, used to make us want to hustle sometimes when we was young kids, right? Like the boss would have us to hang out with him all day in the car. So he's just manipulating us, making us feel like, yo, this is the shit to do, bro. So I'm gonna go. Show us how to do it for a week. You say, how you doing that? Boom, pay attention so you don't get bagged, do it like this. You gotta train people. Just like a job, you gotta train people. You can't assume that somebody knows something because they talk a little bit like they got some sense. Some dudes don't know. Some dudes, some dudes might become architects, engineers, agriculture. You just never know. These felonies hold us back. You might see a dude that has a chance. But he might need the army to take him somewhere. He might need that GI Bill, whatever the fuck they call it. He might need a little bit of armed services to help him get to that engineer degree. You know what I'm saying? To get into engineering. There's so much money in engineering, it's crazy. Just to know that, just to know how to make water from dirt, you can go anywhere with that shit. You go to any country that's a third world country, and you go, yo, I know how to make water from dirt. This is the mechanism to do it. How much money you get from that shit? Do you know how much money you get for lights? What you think Akon's doing that out of love? I'm showing love to my African people. No, it's because it's money. He's creating an industry. You give them lights, you bring stores, we throw some money in the economy, and it's just, we get our money back off the taxes. That's how you get money. What you think in America? When they talk about America, the federal government eat off of taxes. They don't eat off nothing else but taxes. So the more people that work and pay taxes is how the federal government eats. Just then, there was a fallout. The fallout that has happened in D.C. A cop died. So now a cop, went through a situation. He passed away. 4,000 people died just from COVID. Some real shit going on here. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on. Trump, he threw some shit in the air and shit went crazy. So we have to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? That's why I enjoy speaking to my daughter. And I passed my finals, and she's gonna be and she just got, she got to do the rest of the year, and then boom, you'll be a junior, then you'll be a senior, then there's more success stories. We can create them, man. You can't save everybody, but you got that, we all got a nephew or some knucklehead that he's on go time. No patience. I like that. They ain't on go time. J. Loom said it the best. They don't got no patience. He said it best. You're not on go time. You just ain't got no patience. You got a short attention span. You ain't got no damn patience. So I'm gonna teach you patience. Because you're gonna have patience when you get 45 years old and ain't got no money. You're gonna work a job. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do everything you could have did when you was younger. We don't want you to be like us. Because it's the truth. It's not go time. They don't have no patience. You don't want to be like us. You don't have to go, I'm 40-something years old and now I'm trying to do the right thing. I could have remained doing the right thing the last 20. Damn. It's a mother. That's an MNF from that COVID joint, man. Because it's in the end, it's so messed up because now I guess they got a vaccine for it, but we thinking about, look who passed away, man. A lot of people passing away that got, they say because you have sicknesses or you older, but some people just may not be able to fight, make that fight, man. And it's anywhere, so it's not your fault, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is why This is why we have to just be on point. We have to be able to get up in the mornings, just do some exercises. Let's you know, let's appreciate the greater things in this world. You know what I'm saying? Let's appreciate our health. Health is wealth, right? Eat a little better. It's okay. Eat some carrots and celery and all that. It's okay. Eat some grapes. Eat some fruits. You know, a lot of times, man, we so busy trying to do everything outside of us, we're not worrying about the inside of us. No doubt, bro. And just keep it going, bro. And stay healthy, man. You know what I'm saying? My brother had Hopkins disease before he died. He had cancer all his life, man. He had what you would consider a symptom of COVID, right? He had no white cells. You know what I'm saying? He made it through the strong fight, man. It's the strong fight that's going to take us where we need to go. You understand what I'm saying? It's that strong fight, man. I think when we speak about the Lil Durks, the Meek Mills, these guys are somewhere already. They're not around the right older people. That's like, yo, why don't you go buy a block? Why don't you buy a building? Why don't you go do this? Why don't you do that? Why don't you think about your future? There's a book called The Uprising, right? I'm going to tell you something that's crazy about The Uprising. A certain gang took a lot of information out The Uprising for their paperwork and their gang. But I don't know if they really read the book, because hell yeah. You read the book. There's a guy that's in the book that was a part of the East Coast, West Coast Peace Treaty. The book was basically about that, the Bloods and Crips making peace. One of them riots they had. And a guy named Aaron Deal was like big with the Urban League in Albany. He was in it. He was instrumental in helping that out. And he brought some of them to New York with the Nation of Islam. And, you know, it was on the trains and it was breaking shit down. So they brought Bloods and Crips here in the 90s. Aaron Dale, he went to jail, though, eventually for some, you know, embezzlement, whatever the case may be. But he wound up getting a lot of properties, man. Owning a lot of property. He got into real estate, man. He put his friends on the real estate game. So a bunch of his friends is rich because he put them on to the real estate game. A lot of times we don't do things because we just don't know. It's not because we can't do it. We just don't know. Our schools ain't teaching us how to go to the auction and buy a house and pay back taxes and all this other stuff. They're not teaching us that. They're not teaching us money management. They're not teaching us this shit where these guys, they come from homes where a mother's a doctor, a father's a lawyer, and they're being raised a certain way, so they know. They're not, okay, this is what I gotta do to get into this. And they're getting there, they're going to school with certain people that's into things. A simple conversation. These are simple conversations that make you between into a billionaire. Hell yeah. Yeah, Red Hook in the building. Rico's in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? It's okay, man. Anything that's good for us, we gotta stop making bad. Like taking care of you. Somebody said, yo, what you mean? Anything that's good for you, appreciate it. You see what I'm saying? We could be so much, yo. We could go so far in life if we just learn to appreciate gratitude. Have just a little bit of gratitude. That's why I shout dudes out. My friends that do graffiti. I'd never knew about graffiti if it wasn't for my man Spoken Up. I never knew about it. I mean, I knew about it, I would never got into that if it was for Spoken Kilo. So no matter, I appreciate it. I have some gratitude, I shout them out. And some of my videos, they got 4,000 or 5,000 views and I'm shouting them out. And somebody might go, yo, I heard about you guys from this guy's thing. It might get them an interview or something, or there's a conversation. They in the t-shirts and hats. That's why I do it. I shout out John Doe, Hilltop Music Group, because I know his parents. He had good parents. His father always worked. You know what I'm saying? His dad's a good guy, so I know you want the best for your son. His father, when he was outside bugging out, his father was just chilling. You understand what I'm saying? His pops was just chilling. See, one thing I learned is to have gratitude. And that's why when y'all see me shout people out, that's why I do that, bro. Because I learned to have gratitude. People that affected me somewhere in my life. I remember being on a late night clicking, allegedly, and John Doe possibly going to work, bro. Like, he was young like us, having a family. Like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I want to get like him. You know what I'm saying? But my mind wasn't there yet, though. So when I shout John Doe Hilltop Music Group out, that's why I do that for, because I know what the son's trying to do. I don't get a check. I don't get a sponsor. I don't do none of that. I just do it out of love. When I shout dudes out, it's inspiration. My man Hakeem came from my same struggle. His mother passed away. His mother got, you know what I'm saying? Hakeem and flowered his life, though. But the bump heads were shot by Hakeem. He owns a condo uptown. And he works, he got a beautiful job, and he has a beautiful family. He taking care of his family, and he loves art. Who'd have thought that he loves art? Never went bomber with Hakeem. This guy loves real art. You have an art. I went to one of his art shows one time. You know what I'm saying? I've never been to one before. I went with him to an art gallery with him. Yo, boom, boom, boom. He was actually having an event. Yo, look at my IG, Zeke Black, Feed the Wolves. You'll see. You show down, you see me and somebody posted my man Hakeem. Hakeem loved the bikes. Hakeem was riding bikes with a lot of famous cats in East Harlem. You understand what I'm saying? So I pay homage. I just show unconditional love, man. These are dudes that was on the grind. Hakeem, you know what I'm saying? You was outside, no free fire. You know what I'm saying? Fire from Douglas, free fire. That's my man Hakeem. That's my man Pooch Dogs, you know what I'm saying? I know a bunch of dudes that was able to transition out the street. So y'all can do it, man. It can happen. These are the conversations we gotta have, man. We gotta stop giving these young boys too much accolades. Y'all, your niggas ain't got no patience. You're not talking to the right people. See, when you speak to an older guy like me, I'm just trying to recruit you on my game. Why? Because I need some kitty money. There's something I need from you. Let me tell you something. One thing I learned from my man Fatso Brim. Fatso Brim will bring you home. But you ain't about no bread. You ain't about a come up. You ain't got to hustle. Just be about something. I ain't fucking with you. He'll dub you. Because he go like this, I don't need your money. I don't need your bread. I don't need you. I got my own money. I'll be a gang. Like you always say, I can be a gang by myself. You know what I'm saying? My wife get more money than half of you cats. She's more motivated. You know what I'm saying? And those are the words. Yo, go get a job. I remember he had these two homeless young dumb. They ain't get it, man. They didn't know how to hustle, but he had love for them. He put them in a place. Get your shit together. But they on gang time. They want to still sleep in abandoned buildings. They still don't want no money. They just want to come around, eat, smoke, and drink for free. Now, let me tell you, this is a true story. These two brothers. Okay. One... They was not about so much money. They would go to the village and do something weird for a little bit of change. They come back to the hood. Like, that's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what weird shit. I'm not saying it was some weird shit, like raw, with big pockets and no type of... Y'all too young for that. Because y'all don't want to get your shit together. Y'all don't want... This man's trying to put you in a position to have some... Because you can't do nothing without being stable. If you're 40-something years old and you're not making sure that you're stable, then there's something wrong with you. You gotta look at yourself, man. There's something wrong with you. You understand what I'm saying? Your people, salute. There's something seriously wrong with you if you're seriously not trying to get yourself together, man. When you're putting yourself in situations that doesn't make sense, how can you speak to the youth if you're continuously putting yourself in situations? What are you gonna tell the youth? These young niggas ain't got no patience. These young niggas feel they richer than you. Remember, they swiping these cards. They wardrobe is funny foreign names, Prada and this, that, and that, and something like that, and 4 types of Louis and Gucci. These dudes don't know this lingo you talking about. They'll go buy a whole jar of perks and be like, yo, we good money. So what are you telling the youth, man? I ain't gonna front, but I be on the south side though, and where you should be at. Them young boys, my man found a gift from them, and he said, you know what, y'all like to rap and go to parties? Yo, salute, Brooklyn boys, salute. Old boy used to take them boys to the studio, bro. Had them niggas rapping. Shout out to my man H Money Bags and Cuzzo on them, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So they be outside early in the morning, yo, let's go to the studio. Let's make some music, you know what I'm saying? Get them off the block. I remember once my sister, one kid, like, yo, I just want to rap, man. They let him go. I remember I said, you know what I'm saying? You be in opportunities, man. And when you get that opportunity, you have to go, yo, let me take off, let me go, man. You know, shit looks so simple when we look at things, right? But we don't look at things all the way sometimes, right? You know what I'm saying? You know, a good example of young crazy generation, right? Nas. We don't know Nas if he don't do Live at the Barbecue and kill that verse. No matter how nice he turned out to be, we would not know Nas. So his first 5 minutes of fame, he took advantage of it. How many people ate off of that plate? AZ. Right? You know what I'm saying? Belly, minimum, you know what I'm saying? So many people ate off that plate. Exactly. It's okay to have money sitting in the bank. You ain't gotta play with it. It's okay not to go to every party. It's okay not to buy a big bottle every time you got 5 minutes of free time. It's okay, man. It's okay to buy a Costco card. Why not buy in bulk? Why spend $800 a month when you can spend $200-300 and you're good for 30 days, possibly 30-40 days? Everything needs to be accounted for. I don't have time in my life to put energy into things that's not accounted for. That's not in my house. Like, my rent can't be paid, but I'm out here ready to kill for somebody else. That doesn't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? It defeats the purpose of working 2 jobs if I'm gonna run around these streets like I'm on the block. That defeats the whole purpose. That's Ricky Ricardo. It defeats the whole purpose for me to buy a big chain and a big rope and big glasses if I'm only doing it to get shot at. Doesn't make no sense, man. We have to pick and choose where we're gonna go with this. What we really want in life, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This shit is for real, man. Let me tell you what's crazy, right? One of the jobs I got, right? Some gangster shit, some real gangster mother shit, some real gangster shit. I went to go fronts at work. This one dude thought I couldn't get promoted or move around because he had me in one position. I was in one position. Now, the way you talk, you got to go fronts in your mouth, you it up. What happened? I wound up getting promoted to a better position to go fronts in my house with the Diddy Bop, You want to know why? Because I know how to be professional. I don't have to humble myself. I ain't got to be submissive. I just know how to be professional. I treat you like a man, you treat me like a man. I do what you pay me to do in a nice, clean, and safe manner. I do my job. You know what I'm saying? See, some people, they don't know how to do their job. You have to know how to do your job. You gotta know how to do your job. Dudes go to work with everybody else's job. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the way he talks to the supervisor. Why are you careful? I don't like the way he treats us. I don't like the way he do this. Worry about you. You have to learn to worry about yourself, your family, your loved ones. That's one thing my man used to say. My man, go to Jordan, start baking. They think it's corny to have a job because they get around dudes that work that's corny niggas. So they go, oh, he corny, he corny, he wouldn't be like us. He come around us, he talking, all he do is they sit around. It's about the young, because we was young. The difference between us and them niggas was we couldn't stand around the old niggas all day. But these niggas be around these old niggas, and what these old niggas do all day, that work, that used to be involved, they talk about other men. So that's why they go, that shit is corny. Like, yo, when they hear nigga complaining all day, yo, this shit, I'm tired of this shit, this child support kicking my ass. So now these young niggas is like, why do that for? I just swipe and get high and be happy. These young boys want to work, bro. Yo, Crown Heights, Brooklyn was Popino. These young boys want to work. Yo, I work with these young boys and it be dope because it be like, I'd be like, this job is saving your life, man. He said, yeah, see, it's crazy you be saying that, bro. I be at work and shit be happening in the hood. And I be like, woo, I'm at work, man. I remember one day, I threw a truck, whatever the case may be, 3,000 pieces, threw off with the Diddy Pop. Like, if you could do it, I could do it. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear, dogs. He said, I said, you know what? I said, how many pieces on that truck? They said, out of that 3,000. I got this. Yo, boy, like, see, I'm 47. I said, yo, I got this. To stay up with me. Whew. Got that shit done in three and a half hours. Three and a half hours. Young boys was hype. Yo, the next truck I got the next truck. That's the energy I'm selling. That's the package I'm selling. I'm showing them that. Yo, if he could do it, I could do it. Keep your mind on the work. See, you niggas can't do it. Yo, what? I'm the old guy here. What do you want me to throw the truck for? Man, I'm a real nigga, man. You trying to play me? See, that's the type of time you dudes be on. And this is what these young boys see. So then a lot of these young boys, your wax dog was popping. So the young boys, they sit back and see that and go, man, that's just for cornball niggas, man. I step up. Yo, hold on. I walk around with a Diddy Pop. They be like, yo, see, you a funny nigga. Like, nah, I'm just trying to show y'all, man. Y'all niggas is younger than me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all younger than me. So I know if I throw a truck, you can do this. So what happens now? The next truck, yo, I got it, yo. Yo, Zeke's at the back, do whatever. I set the situation up, boom. Young boy, come on, let's do it like this. You know what I'm saying? I probably definitely been past the 14% nigga. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That shit, that's how we do it. We gotta show them like, what? Let's do this. And they see that. When we at work, when you at work and you showing them. See, I'm physically showing them. I'm not complaining. I'm not, these niggas, man. I'm not, come on, man. I'm too real for all this shit, man. You know what I was doing in 88? I don't do all that, man. Because I know that the youth is the future, man. I hate when the young boys get fired. Like, damn, so he going back to the block. I know it's like to go back to the block. And some dudes don't make it back. You read the newspaper, son, this guy smoked. The people that, let me tell you what's big out here, carjacking. A lot of these young boys is getting killed for carjacking. A lot of that shit is deep. This shit is real, man. Because they got no money. Poor people do what poor people do, because that's what we did. We was poor. Like I told you, man, lead by example, not get over on them, not try to scheme, not try to come up with a plot in your head and you know what I'm saying? You hear me? Exactly, bro. That's the influence I have on these young boys. I'm not even from St. Louis, bro. You hear me? Dad Williams, Hollis Queens in the building, top of the top. I'm not from from here, I'm not from St. Louis. I like how I inspire these young dudes, man. I'm the cool old guy who's here. Yo, chill, young boy was mad about something the other day. Yo, hold on, calm down. That was salute the Southside Queens, the whole Southside, man. They're my boys on Fox, you know, Rockaway and all that, man, the Bricks, Baisley Gardens and all that, Free Digger Blood and all that, man. I'm gonna tell you what's crazy, right? Shout out to my man H Money Bags. Young boy was mad about something. I'm like, chill. What you mad at? Yo, they switched my schedule and they tried to say I had a no-call, no-show. I said, but see, you're gonna say it wrong because you're mad. So what's gonna happen is the way you're gonna express yourself, they're not gonna hear you. It's a simple task, excuse me. I don't know how to, because there's an app you have. I can't go on my app. I don't know how to get on my app. And so I don't know how to see my days. You show me how to get on my app because they said that they switched my days off and they had me working. Boom. What happened? Now for the no call, no show, you get like two you get points, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Thank you, Heavenly Father, we've seen another day, you know what I'm saying? You get a couple of points. So now the young boy, I said, let's do like that. That's a guy to go see. You keep talking to everybody else, but the man you need to go see the man of human resources. You want to go see the man of human resources? Boom, he came back and said, go see, man. I said what you said. I said, see, it's simple. You don't have to be a gangster for that. You're representing yourself, bro. You're not representing the streets. Anytime when you have to conduct business, you have to be that professional guy. Gotta be you. You going to him like he did something wrong. No, you want to sound clear. Excuse me, sir. Boom. He said, Zeke, I did exactly what you said. What happened? Yo, they fixed this point. But they told him he got to learn how to log onto his app. Simple. Be honest. Tell them, I'm not log onto my app. So they can show you. Because there's a lot of times that we don't know things, and instead of saying that we don't know things, it's where the egos and the gangster and yo, I'm just a real one, and I'm real out here, and I ain't got to explain myself, and that's where it goes wrong at. How many times you see somebody get fired or not go back to work because they don't know how to express themselves? Exactly. Calm down. You can't speak with all that anger because you'll say the wrong thing in rage, in emotion. What? So now you'll turn something that you might have been right in all the way wrong because you want to be real. That's where being around some of these weirdos goes wrong at, because that's how they express themselves. Nah, son. That's not what you do with the youth, man. Because there's just no way I'm going to say I represent gang at a high position. But when I read the paper, a bunch of my little homies is going to jail or dying for silly shit. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Gotta tell them that. They listen. The young boys will listen. The young boys will listen to anything that they feel that's gonna help them. I swear to God. The young boys, they're gonna listen, man. They're gonna listen, man. Where I work at, the boss said the other day, you turned that whole crew around. They all younger than me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not on game time. I'm not, yo, what's popping? Yo, lock and load. Yo, what the blood, son? I'm not doing none of that. They getting Ezekiel Matthews. Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Yo, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Let's focus on this and get that. Let's move that around. Yo, boom. Teamwork. Let's communicate. Get the palette moving or not. Let's do this. I'm not, yo, word to my mother, I'm a real one. You know what I'm saying? All that. Listen, if I want to act like I'm on the block, I need to be on the block. I'm not going to act like I'm on the block and I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Dudes don't know how to adapt. That's why you hear dudes going through 4 or 5 jobs a year. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to adapt, bro. You hear me? Dudes go through 8 jobs out the year. Every time you turn around, yo, I lost this job, or I'm unemployed, I'm doing this and that and that, because dudes don't know how to adapt. They're too busy being real. Yo, word to my mother, this is just what it is. This is what dudes is doing, man. But we don't care about what them type of dudes is doing. Because we on real time, man. There's a difference between reality and just how we do it. You know what I'm saying? So I tell them, like, you know what I'm saying? Real recognize real, man. You know what I'm saying? You're my father-in-law. Exactly. Pick a book up. You know what I'm saying? Because at some point when we speak about accountability, about keeping it funky, about keeping it real, yo, listen, man. My father-in-law, the nigga is black and worked for Ford for over 40 years, bro. Come on, bro. This is what I'm saying. This is the type of shit I'm talking about, bro. Exactly. Let's start getting some newspaper subscriptions. Get in front of your kid. Read a newspaper. If you don't want to read it, do it in front of your kids so your kids get into the habit of reading. We go in Family Dollars. We go into Walmarts. We go into this place that sell kid books. Get a book here, little nigga. Put the game down. Yes, I do got a cash app. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. You know what I'm saying? And that's you know, that's the type of time, that's the type of energy, because I think we're missing that. Hold on 1 second, brother. You know what I'm saying? Hold on 1 second. Yeah, that's it right there, brother. The cash out. Yes, you know what I'm saying? That's how we have to kick it with the kids, man. We have to show them. Like, look, like honestly speaking, we did a lot of from seeing and watching and being around. Gotta show them, bro. We can't assume that they know something that they don't know. Because a lot of times people don't know how to, they get emotional and they don't know how to, we have to show them, bro. I told you the other day, 3,000 pieces, let's go. Flung that shit. Now they want to do it. Yo, want to do it. That's how it was when we was cool. He just did, we got to play myself. What happened? My nigga A Boogie, he last night, he went crazy yesterday. Boy, yo, see, I'm good, see? I'm good, see? Yo, A Boogie, what's up, man? These are things that, you know what I'm saying, it makes you feel good, man, because, you know what I'm saying, just talking to the youth, there's one young boy, yo, he got 2 jobs. He work where I work at. Now, because I don't have time for beefing. The beef thing is free. Beefing is free. This is because I did the case from the 900 gang, and we just trying to get them, these kids blessed one, top of the morning. You know what I'm saying? We gotta give this to the youth, man. Just like I was shown. Like I told you, my man Tyree, Now, my man Tyree went on world tours before with TKA and all this, and K7 and all that. But my block, guy came from my block. He kept us focused. He showed us. It just wasn't y'all figure it out. So we have to show them sometime, man. It's okay. It is okay, man. It's all right, man. Definitely shout out to Wax Dog, man. Shout out to Wax Dog for the $10 donation, man. Yo, salute, bro. Salute, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because these are the conversations I think we gotta have on these in these networks. On when we have a chance to speak. I'm saying there's definitely, we get nothing out of wasting energy. Hold on a second. So this is the main. This is definitely shout out to Wax Dog. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely the conversation that we're gonna have. I shared the story on the 900 gang, and then we speak, and then we come up with the solutions, and we come up with the solutions, and the solutions is what works. It's not about being submissive all the time. Just be yourself. Slow it down, like you said. Slow it down. Humble yourself. Think before you speak. You don't have to react to everything crazy. You can't assume somebody did something on purpose because it's what you went through when you was 2 years old. And everything will be natural, man. As long as you're doing what you're supposed to do. You go to work, you do what you're supposed to do. Don't worry about what somebody next to you is doing. I might be getting a little bit of favoritism. That's where we go wrong at. We worry about the wrong things at the wrong time and lose good jobs. Who wants to be in the same position? Okay, I'm gonna be in this position for 6 months. I'm trying to get promoted. So I don't care what they're doing. I know what I'm doing, make a name for myself so I can move on. I don't care what they're doing. Because you start getting incorporated the job politics, the job gossip, and all that shit, that's how dudes get fired. That's how you get caught up. So this we can tell the young boys. Most of us know this from experience, working. You know your niggas is smart, you're swiping and you got all type of other scams going on. So use that same energy to do this. You know what I'm saying? These young boys be all over the place. In case they're doing that, do this. You'd be surprised, man. Once you get 2 good ones, the rest will follow. You don't think there's Bloods and Crips in California that's old, that's cops, that's correction officers? You think they all just died and went to jail and smoking sherm? No. A lot of them became cops. A lot of them joined the service, armed services. A lot of them did something with their life. But they're not gonna. But the narratives they're gonna paint that picture. They're gonna paint the picture of an old gangbanger that's still stuck in the hood in his mother house. You know what I'm saying? I just got their shit together, man. We gotta have these conversations. You know what I'm saying? I got cousins that's doctors, cousins that's accountants. I got cousins that's own insurance companies. I got Japanese cousins. I got a cousin that's a lawyer. The good outweigh the bad, man. So maybe we may have been in a fucked up situation, but we can inspire kids to go, but you could do that, and you could be, that could be anything you want to be in this world. Just focus on what you have to focus on. You know what I'm saying? Bingo. He has a state trooper. Stop going with the narrative like the whole crew went to jail for nut pop, top of the red nut. Let's get out the narratives of dudes are just street dudes. And the whole crew just went to jail and that's it. And they just played. Nah, a lot of dudes were smart. They really got jobs. A lot of dudes got their shit together, man. A lot of dudes, like my man Marley, GM family. He in the union. He an engineer. No, I think he's a carpenter or no. He a carpenter. Man Marley. Marley was on the block with us from Queens. Shout out to Queens. You know what I'm saying? He did like 6 or 7 in the feds. Came home, got right. So a lot of dudes make the transitions, man. But people don't talk about them. They rather keep talking about dudes that's sitting behind bars, that keeping themselves more time. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's speak about the ones that came out and did the right thing. Hell yeah, we love that, bro. Like, yeah, son doing the right thing, man. I think we gravitate to the negative so much that this is why we'll talk about it. But like, you know what I'm saying? We begin to glorify the jail cats a little too much. Let's glorify reality. The ones that made it out. The one that was a young lord that's a superintendent for a building. That's plugging his people in now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Ted Smooth. Shout out to El Barrio Merch. Shout out to Exclusive Revival. Rest in peace, Razo. Let's speak about them, man. The people, man. Everything don't have to be negative, man. Whatever culture you are, man, teach your kids the culture. My daughter didn't know that she was half a piece of West Indian until I told her. Then she like, oh, she didn't know my family is come from the Bahamas, my mother's side, my grandmother and them. She didn't know that. My father from Alabama, grandmother's from the Bahamas. Cat Allen. Didn't know that. Now she understanding some of her roots. It's Barbino, young forever was Barbino. You understand what I'm saying? Now she understanding her roots. A lot of West Indians got their stuff together. A lot of them is nurses. This is what I'm trying to tell some of y'all. People was coming to America to bring their families here to win. Even when you had the Springlers, the Shower Posse, they was bringing their mothers over here. Their mothers was getting nursing jobs. That's why you go to Brookdale Hospital. What's the other one in King's Hospital, Jamaica Hospital? You see who run those units to be Haitians and Jamaicans and Trinidadians. They brought their families over here. But we live up to the newspapers. It's all good. It is rough in certain parts of Midwood, certain parts of Crown Heights, certain parts of Lefferts Gardens. We get it, but there's a lot of success there too. We have people that came out the jungles of Jamaica and came to fucking America and became a doctor, became a lawyer. My son running track. My son is a lawyer. My son's a teacher. My daughter's a principal. They don't talk about those stories though. You know what I'm saying? You have to get in. This is what we have to get into. The stories we want to talk about is this jail shit all day. Who cut who, and who went gun for gun with that, and who's more popular with this, and nobody can't. That in the real world, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go because I got a lot to do. I got this shit cut. I got some things I gotta do next week. I'm gonna go live possibly later on today. Because I gotta do the thing about the Queen's grandmother who got assassinated over some craziness on the south side of Queens. You know what I'm saying? Speak to your little nephews, man. That little, you know what I'm saying? Your godsons. Give them a call, man. Yo, sons, what you doing, man? I see you online all day. What's up, man? You want to talk? We go to the library? Exactly. You gotta show them how to speak to each other. You gotta teach people how to talk to each other sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Pick up new words. Instead of picking up a gun, pick up a wrench, learn how to play with cars, get a real certification in fixing cars. Instead of picking a gun up, pick up a tool set. do duct work, electrician work. You know what I'm saying? Trying to tell you, rest in peace to your sister. Exactly. These are the stories that we don't glorify that. That's what we need to glorify, how somebody came from the islands and found a way in America. Rest in peace to your sister, man. Wax dog. Rest in peace to your sister, man. Yeah. Because the moms just be young and they be on that gang time shit. And you gotta tell my son what to do and this, that, and the third. Sometimes, man, you know, we still don't give up on the kid, man. Now, this might be your time to get into his head. Go see him on a visit. Yo, son, boom, 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 boom. Send him some books. Now, I don't send him the Art of War and the 48 Laws of Power. You're just teaching him manipulation. Send him some books to read about, you know, life. Boom, business, boom. Oh. He changed his conversation, bro. What's this? Oh. Then he'll want to be, yo, I can't wait to get out and get rich. While he's sitting down, you can teach him something. Send him some books. Not hood books, books that he can read that diversify his mind, change his conversation, make him enjoy reading books. You know what I'm saying? He can do it, man. I've seen some young boys do it, man. It's what we feed him. Because he'll get stuck, he'll get caught up in the streets, man. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of times, like I said, the mothers are so gang-related, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know, this thing was about the 900 gang. I'm happy y'all was up to get this information. Get that young boy some good books, man. There's some history books. Books about life. Books about people that made it from the streets and made something of themselves. If you buy him hood books, he's just going to glorify the shit that he's into already. Let him see it's a bigger life than just sitting behind bars. Exactly. This making me even worse. Now I think they smart with this fake manipulation game. This was getting them killed playing this fake manipulation. I'm playing 48 laws. I'm playing 48 laws in power with somebody who ain't got no patience. You know what I'm saying? So just feed his brain. Now you got time to feed him. You know what I'm saying? Balls in your court, man. There's a lot of things to read about. Okay. He made it from dirt too. Okay, I could do this. Boom, go get your GED. Go boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna teach you some things. I'm gonna teach you how to work with your hands now. You're a grown man. Now I'm gonna teach you how to do plumbing. I'm gonna teach you to do electrician work. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we don't have hope because, like I said, when you're in court, definitely Billy Gordo, salute. Billy Gordo's in the building, man. Shout out to the whole Connecticut, man. Yeah, so this thing was about the 900 gang. We don't want to see more of our kids go out like that, man. Swiping, doing drugs, killing each other for no reason at all, but just props. It's not cool, man. But we know that there's so much else that they can do. We just seen some shit on TV that was crazy. But it wasn't crazy, it's our reality. You know what I'm saying? Understand that right now, the black vote do mean something now. It didn't mean something a couple of years ago, but now it means something now. And now that it means something, people are beginning to talk about reality. People are beginning to speak about reality. Shout out to my man J.E. Moneybags. He's definitely somewhere in the building. My man Court TV, definitely somewhere in the building. You know what I'm saying? We here, man. We here, man. With that being said, man, have a good day, man. I might do something later about grandma. Just another story, man. Let's get with the youth, man. Find time, get them read books, take a walk with them, walk and talk, see where their head is at. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, man, you have a blessed morning. Have a very blessed morning. Be safe out there, mask up. For those that ain't got a job, Find a school that you can get some type of essential training. Hospitals are hiring, supermarkets are hiring. Get a job, man. Definitely said, yo, Gino, definitely. Yo, definitely salute to the whole Ashley family. You know what I'm saying? Get in tune with that. 50 Cent, man, he got some joy coming out, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's change this gonna change the narrative. You know what I'm saying? We gotta change the narrative so that the youth is disconnected from us. Because now they believe their narrative was working. No, you're gonna follow the path. With that being said, man, everybody stay up, have a blessed morning, blessed day. With that, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, peace.